Not since the heady days of Yuri Gagarin and Sputnik have we been so excited about stuff as we are about stuff. Stuff came in the post from Bezier Games, the Kickstarter for Suburbia, the Suburbia Collector's Edition, and needless to say, pleasing. These are one of the words we would use. That's quite poor. Pleasing is certainly one of the words we would use, except there's only me, so I would use. Many other words will come to mind once I get over the general giddy excitement of stuff. Suffice to say, it's a hefty little package. God bless the little postman who had to cart it in, because he is used to packages of strange shapes, sizes and weights arriving with ourselves at the bunker, but this one recently happened to be about the heaviest that there's been in a while. This is because inside there is stuff. And it's actually, now we've already removed it, and even having removed it, and it's very carefully placed protective bag, still not easy to get everything out. So there's this huge wodge of tiles, and the studious amongst you will notice that they're hexagons, hence why I bought it. No, that's not completely true. And the second thing is this behemoth. I think I might have to put it on the side to even try and get it out. Yeah. This behemoth of a box for Suburbia Collector's Edition in gold. The writing's kind of embossed. It's lovely. I mean, what more do you need? Suburbia is a game that's been about for donkey's eons. Well, quite a while. And very popular amongst those who like their Let's Build City kind of games. It's the world leader of Let's Build City kind of games. Andrew Barr brought it down to the club. First night he brought it down, fell in love with it. A bit like Parks. And when shortly after that the Kickstarter appeared, we had to go, okay then, all in it is. So anyway, with no further ado, the tile sheets, of which there are plenty, and I firmly expect a few to pop out as we go. The back sides, as ever. And really what has happened with the tiles, these are bigger tiles, I'm led to believe, and they have updated the artwork and added a few other tiles. Of course, this collector's edition also has the expansions in it as well. So we're just sort of running through these for you. I mean, if there's something you're wanting to look at particularly, you know, hopefully giving you long enough that you can hit pause and get a wee better look. The as I say, the interesting aspects of the Suburbia Collector's Edition are the fancy finerities that they've gone for in terms of the storage solution, and the fact that you're getting everything in the one big box. They've also, you'll see the coins on all these, there's also metal coins now inside, and a fancier kind of marketplace for displaying the tiles that are for sale each turn. There's also a light up 3D printed first player marker, which is a new touch, I believe. So I say, not doing anything weird or wonderful here, just letting you get a little look-see at all the lovely pictures. And then we've got the nightlife ones starting to come up here as well. There's different rules for nightlife too. The tiles will do different things at night. What's that? Is there a difference in the back of the night? Nope, still just the lakes and little islands. Then we've got some of the new bonus tiles, population bonus tiles and border bonuses and whatnot there. What's these ones? Population challenges. It's just all much sharper and crisper, and I have to say very, very pleasing to the eye. These are the borders then coming up that you can get. Forest, beach, amusement park, desert, Military base, cool. Or if you want to go for the seashore. Train tracks, national park, mountains, sports complex, radioactive waste site, class. Oh, there's tons of them now. Wildlife sanctuary, city zoo, golf course, boardwalk, Olympic Park, Fort Antonia, nice. These are chunky and big, fairly decent card quality. It's a little bit thinner. I think there was some talk that they had to go a tiny bit thinner maybe than they had originally planned because there ended up just being so much stuff. But I could be remembering a different conversation about a different game with somebody else. Wouldn't be the first time. So plenty to sort out and pop out here, so you can appreciate why I'm not sort of packing it all away tonight. The scoreboard, population tracker. Oh, that's the wrong way around. I'm doing something wrong. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Double-sided, of course. That's cute. Now this is the tower that you have to build. I think you've actually released a video for getting this right as well, just so you don't mess it up. And then that should be a tile that is going into the marketplace. So the tower block will be over here that the tiles come out of. And then this is the circular area around it. And look at this, these are cute, love this. So we've got Spaceship Earth, LAX, the White House, Empire State Building, Sears Tower as the super fancy ones. Okay, so that is all the tiles. It's the box, and it's too big. We're going to have to take a different shot. So we're just shy of having to literally go to the other side of the room to try and get all of this in shot. So let's get the lid off. Now it does slide off actually quite easily, but you have to kind of let gravity do its thing. Whew. Have to. So, what are you looking at? Are you looking at it the right way up? Who knows? We'll know when we edit it, I suppose. So what we've got here are the player tiles, and in the multitude of colours. Now, you still can't have any more players. All you're really getting is the choice, and that's fine. Choice is nice, especially when it's something as lovely as this. All recessed there, so you can get the full benefit of that. Little foam separator to keep it all good. Another range of colours, everything from the gentle pastels to the urban. Delving down through that, this is the little finaggery. I don't know what I'd call it. Little thingy. It's a what's it? For holding the LED light for the nightlife light up piece in place. Yeah, that's cute. 15 city tiles. I'm just going to let that doodaloo carry on there. So there's the 15 city tiles. Hopefully you can see all those. And again, in the rows, each of these features provides different bonuses, different effects as well. I'm not going to try and even pretend that I've learnt them all or rattle through them all for you now and get more wrong than I get right. And then I think more nightlife tiles there. And again, I mean, really we should probably be spending an awful lot more time looking at some of these, because there's little puns and jokes buried in quite a few of them as well, a few little homages. They did share a couple on the Kickstarter project. Maybe that would just spoil the fun if we don't let you find them yourselves. But we should let you find them yourselves. Probably make more sense. How many have you found? No, more things. Should we lift this out or just try and dig through the bag? I think we'll just try and dig through the box, shall we? So of course, a bag chock full of player meeple pieces in pretty much every colour imaginable. Every colour as per the coloured boards. We've got our symbols for restaurants and government buildings and whatnot there. Yeah, so one for everybody. Airports, like that, little airplanes, little airplanes. Another right in there, it's cool. Kind of don't want to take everything out yet. I mean, it's special to show you, but you aren't that special. And then our fancy metal coins. Ooh, hefty. We like a good bit of heft in our hands. And that's hefty. Lovely. Now, this here just spotted, that's the tower, which the little LED goes up in there. I wonder where the LED, oh, there's the LED. 2 LEDs. One and a backup. That's a nice touch. Though, I'm pretty sure you can replace the batteries. Or maybe you need them both. Yeah, I can't imagine you need both. But that's kind of cute. Isn't it? Yeah. Well, nice to see that all lit up. Wee doorway with their logo and all on it. Aww. It's too cute! Oh, that's the first tiles popped out. Score bonus tile. Cool. So, trays. How do we do trays? Well, let's do this set of trays first. So, lid, fairly sturdy, all nicely embossed and labelled for all the tiles. A's, B's, C's. Sure, or border pieces here. And then, does that lift off? Yep, that lifts off. Just making sure that's only one. Yep. And that's quite deep again, so more of the same. Nightlife. Ah, yeah. Nightlife pieces with the little moon beside them. And that, I mean, when you first look at this, you think, oh, this is like takeaway plastic. And whilst it is thin, you know, certainly at the edges, the actual feel of it is quite robust. And when it's together, I suppose that's the idea, when it's together, that's where its strength is. And yeah, that seems fairly smooth. There's no clickiness to the edges. They are just like a recess, back from recess, so I don't think anything should really be snapping there anytime soon. I'd like to hope not. Cute. So then this tray, this is the one we were saying about the tower that you're going to build for dishing out your tiles. So it's going to slot into here, and then that sort of circular piece with the costing information is round here. But that's a nice touch. I mean, it tidies up the footprint of the game as well. I know there's going to be a bigger footprint now, but that seems to just sort of bring it all together. Now we've got more. So this is, right, we're going to have to actually do this, because the bottom of the box, sort of, it's not built into it, but there's the initial player components here. So that's the wadge of ones that would come with the base game, all tucked in there, and just as fancy as the others. Oh, right, okay, yes, that's the Orlando. Oh, no, hang on, no, there's the Orlando tile, Los Angeles tile, Chicago, Washington, D.C., New York. Ah, okay, right, cool. That's fancy. So this is actually buried right down in the bottom of the box, and I think they want you to keep it there, though it looks as if the edges will not allow them to fall out anyway. So if we kind of start working our way back up, so we've got our bottom box, loads of tiles, Then this tray slots on top of that. Tokens and counters and whatnot. Game trays have done a very good job on this by the looks of things. We'll pop these back in here. Is that space? Yeah, there's space down here for more tiles onto that. I love that kind of maximise your storage. So then we've got this one, which is going to be for the player pieces, because it's got our little peoples here, and more of, because that's the housing, industry and commerce symbols there. So then that's like so. Then you're going to tuck that in like that. And bear in mind all your components except probably the tar. I don't think you're going to be able to keep the tar obviously erect in there. Snigger, snigger. But you'll be able to keep sort of the score tile. That on top of that, I think it should be the other way around now because I think I've actually reorientated that. Like so. Yeah. I've forgotten where that lived. Did that live in there? Ah, that must be the home then. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, because that's then the home going to be for your tar, I imagine, once it's built as well. That would make sense. That's it. The risen bit on the marketplace goes underneath that. So that lines up. Alright, okay. It's the first time taking it apart. Leave me alone. So set that there, and then that'll go like so, and all our fancy bits will be like that and that. Yeah? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Should we try and look at it built? Would you like to try and see if it all fits together properly, or if I end up pulling my hair out and crying? Let's have a go. So, we took a little break because it actually got quite late when we were filming the first part of this. So, back to it the next day. It didn't take it out of us, it just was late at night. So, this is everything, nearly everything in its sorting trays, because there's a couple of bits that we haven't actually assembled yet, the tar and the light up segment, because we want to show you that happening too. So, anyhow, without further ado, so we have the extended range of coloured player tiles. Now this, we have tested it, it does fit inside the box. We've just lifted everything out for ease to show you now. So, starting player tiles with their foam separator. Okay. The top level, now these actually form trays for use in game. Okay, so these lids are actually sorting trays for the borders here and for the challenge tiles. So not only are they lids for storage, they form a useful part for the tabletop gaming experience. So lifting the lid off the first one, and this is where ingenuity is wonderful. Whether you've bought the full collector set or not, these are your starting player 5 segments, and each one has the starting tiles ready for you, your player pieces, your money, and your bonus counters. Now, because we had the metal money upgrade, and they're not sure you're supposed to try and keep both, it doesn't seem to be just perfectly made for that, but what we've got here is the cardboard money, and there is space, we found quite happily, for the 15 coin metal money to sit there too. So there's a coloured group under each of those and all the tokens, and then if you've gone for the all singing all dancing set, you have space to keep all your bonus selection of colours. And as I say, then this tile goes into play for your border sections, the ones that are available, and the draw pile back here. Popping the lid off this side, and this will become your resource tray for the game. So we have the other base tiles, and then we have all the tokens, and the tokens represent everything from the base game and any that are used in Suburbia Inc., Suburbia 5-star, Essen, Contels, Nightlife, whatever. So everything is in there. And as you can see, with a little bit of fudging, we have all the metal coinage stored in there as well. And as I say, the top tray of that is used for gaming space as well. So then we come down to the next tray. Now on this one, what we actually have is the space still for our tower. The Nightlife light up tower will slide inside that, but we're going to show you the building of both those elements before we worry about that, but it does fit. So this tray again pops off in the first instance, and in here we have all the elements for 5-star. So these are the tiles which relate to 5-star, and this is where it can be a little bit fiddly if you just dive in. All the 5-star components have the star symbol on them, so you do have to kind of look for that, though the book shows you all the tiles and all the components very clearly and which expansion out of, and this tray shows you the 5-star emboss. Now, are these the right way up at the minute, but you can see that they have the tile type to match, and normally you'd keep them like that for the ease of seeing what is what. So you got a double A stack, a double B stack, a double C stack. Down in this one, we have the tokens, and there's space for those, and the bonus tiles sit on top of them. They do take a little bit of a jiggle just to make them sit flush, and then the hex tiles relevant to that sit on top of that. So everything's nicely sandwiched in there, and the relevant border tiles too. And that's 5-star. Then that tray itself pops off, and we have the same idea again, but with Nightlife, and this time we have the Nightlife logo, and ink is incorporated here too. So the ink tiles are all along here with their bonus tiles and their score bonuses, and then the Nightlife tiles are along here. Now they do say themselves there's actually about 2 more A tiles than was originally envisaged. So on top of the C, which had space for it, so that's the start of the C stack, B stack, A stack. The 2 extra tiles that went above and beyond what they'd originally planned don't fit there, but there is space on the C stack for those to sit. And again here we have a double stack of tiles designed, and there's a little lip there as well, so they don't fall in or anything like that there. It is very well thought out in that regard. Do watch too, because some of the videos that are online for how to fill your trays, some of the trays are like prototype versions or what we think it's going to look like, and they've changed drastically. So do look for the most up-to-date ones for that. That pops on there. Again, this marker is to tell us that that is the facing to sit over the marketplace tile. Position in place, ready for the tower and whatnot to go in there too. Then there is a recess in this board for your population board there, and they clip in. And then the base board. So this is the base tray, is the base game, like what they done there. So again, we've got our A stack, our B stack, and our C stack with the 1 more round tile. We've got our gold tokens, and then these side ones, and again they've got the symbol there as well, are for the Essen tiles, and then over here we've got the convention tiles, and again they've got their little symbol embossed underneath as well. And the scoreboards have, or the guideboards, sorry, have a little spot too, and we've forgotten to put a couple in. Oh no, I've lifted them with my hand. There they are. So they pop all there, and those all fit beautifully like so. And it does all fit inside the box very happily. So let's do our little Nightlife tower. We've got our card showing us the components and the instructions for sorting that all out. Pop out our pieces here, and we'll open up our baggie. Take one of these out. I suppose we should have actually checked if this came straight away with batteries, but you know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Yep, comes with batteries, quite a strong one too. Okay, so this chap slots on to this board, and it looks like a fairly snug fit. It's a very snug fit. But in it goes, and then our side pieces here and here, and then in an ideal world, ooh, that does seem a little bit loose. That's us. We're supposed to put both in? Let's read it, shall we? Place the two tops, dark blue, sync and bottom together. Have them base connecting the two halves. Activate the light, move the switch up. To assemble light holder may store it inside the bottom of the start player marker in the off position when the game is put away. Okay. I guess in the dark it's going to be slightly more impressive, because you're not going to want to tuck that up too far. I think I've actually set up too far already. Wonder, can we kill some of the lights? Let's kill some of the lights. Oh, not enough of the light. But yeah, I mean, you can see that well enough. Cute. But that's not going to be fun to get out because we've shoved it up too far. There we go. Right, fair enough. So we just need to be careful not to push that up too far. It probably slides around the table, so we really don't need to be shoving it right up inside it the way we did. But bit loose at that regards, so some sort of solution probably needs to be figured out there. Hey, can't have everything. That's alright. It's still cute. Don't mind. Lights back on. And let's try and assemble the tower. This is one of those elements where it would probably pay us to go online and look at their proper guide video for how these things are supposed to be done. But we're from Northern Ireland, renowned at being stubborn people. To heck with it if we're going to watch advice videos on how to do anything. We're going to do it wrong 3 times. Unfortunately, if you get this wrong, you're probably going to ruin it. Shall we? Let's see what their advice is on the card. Please be very careful when folding the tower. Well, they've said please, so we will. Especially around the open windows. We suggest folding the tower before removing the 2 long windows. Okay, we'll do that too. After folding the tower sides, we highly recommend placing small drops of glue along the top edge before securing the H tower in place. This will ensure it does not move while in storage. Fair enough. No glue to hand, so we'll do that later. So let's carefully pop out the tower. That was easy. And pop out the helipad. And then throw away the instructions. So they want us to fold it all carefully. Well, I've got a feeling that all these bits are supposed to come out too. So we'll do that. Okay, that seems to come out easy enough. We'll leave those bits for now. So it's supposed to be a hex shape, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll fold it very carefully. All right. Okay. So these are going to pop in to those recesses. Can we get this round so you can see us messing this up? In and slide down into place. Doesn't look very hexagon shaped yet. This looks like it just kind of clips into all these. Can this help us get the shape right? See as the incompetent fool breaks the cardboard building. It is helping a little bit. Ah, right, yeah, it needs more pushed out. Nearly there. It is fiddly and probably going a little bit cautiously because we don't really want to wreck it. Not after somebody went to an awful lot of work to design a very nice cardboard tower. But yeah, I can see what they mean about adding a bit of glue. That would make complete sense. We've built some cardboard terrain in our times, and it's got that kind of feel to it, and it is only cardboard, so you know, due care and attention. But that's it pretty much popped into place. Then these little chaps here obviously come out like so. Yep. And then these two long windows where we're going to see the tiles. I like the fact that these are windows. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. Yep. So let's get the scoreboard, shall we? Or the marketplace tile. Might as well do all this when we're at it. So there's our marketplace tile, and the building's got a recess. So you'll load this up from the bottom, obviously, with your tiles. And then this is going to pop in, right, it's going to pop in the other way. So those little teeth lock down. Not very firmly, I have to say, but firmly enough. Okay. You're going to have to just give them a little bit of encouragement probably initially. If anything, that's the most worrying aspect of this that I've seen. The durability of the tower, given that you're going to have a stack of tiles in here, you're going to be drawing them out. Just makes me a little bit nervous that is incurred. I can imagine you're going to have to hold this. You're not going to be able to glue this or fix this in place because obviously storage. But, you know, that being said, it's cute and it is nice. And again, if you look after these things, they're going to behave themselves. Okay, so happy enough with that. So in terms of storage, so that's the box so far with base bits in it. I think we're supposed to put the rule books onto there. But then this tray comes next, like so. And then the idea is that we will pop our nightlife tower just up in there, and our light. And then that is just going to sit, I think, this way. Does it care? I'm bound to care. There we go. Yeah, so the gap kind of sits down into the bottom like so, so that it sits flush. Yep, that's flush with that. And then these guys going on top here, like so, like so, like so, like so. And like so. And that's it. That's Suburbia, the collector's edition. It's very nice. Sorry if we took a bit longer than that really warranted. But, you know, we don't do anything quickly, do we?